Brad Holmes was on Good Morning Football. Shout out to Easy, man. Shout out to Easy Sports and doing his thing on Woodward Sports. Shout out to him, man. He on the same page as me. He part of team draft a quarterback for the future, man. Real good dude, bro. Shout out to Woodward Sports too. And I think I might, I can't, you know what? I forget. I wish I remember the Facebook page, man. I follow Facebook. I follow a few Lions Facebook pages, but I seen them quoted first. I can't remember who it was. Then I went back and watched the video on YouTube, and I seen Easy kind of retweeting it too. So, where Brad Holmes said that Jared Goff is their starter, but you know, they need to do some things behind Jared Goff. He was asked, you know, could they consider taking a quarterback at, you know, the first 2 picks in the draft? He said basically if it makes sense, they're open to do anything. So you could take that a few ways. If Jared Goff is our starter, of course he gonna say that. Why wouldn't you, speak with your cash for a new deal, and then, you know, we'll go forward with Jared Goff. That's the best way to do it. I gotta tell y'all gotta believe what people do and not what they say. So we'll see what happened with that. On that part of it, I mean, Anthony Richardson, I don't see him being there at 18. I seen his odds skyrocket to be the number 1 pick, you know, big time, from, I think it was like a plus 54, 5,500 all the way down to a plus 950. Talking about Houston might take him. So, you know, we got to see how this all play out and stuff. So, but, you know, people going to fall in love with the athleticism. And I heard somebody call him Jamarcus Russell. I work with, and I'm like, you know, obviously people love making comparisons. You know how we compare Luka to Bird and Luka to Dirk, and you know what I'm saying? We compare white to white, black to black. And I don't always think that's an honest assessment sometimes. Sometimes it naturally is, you know, but I don't think so. Jamarcus Russell had a drug habit. He had a lean habit. He spoke about it on the Pivot podcast with Ryan Clark. That was my favorite interview that I seen. I think that was late last year, early this year. I think it was last year they did the interview, and he finally spoke about what how he got hooked on lean and stuff. And so that's different. I'm not sure the kid is raw, but I'm not sure if the kid. I don't think the kid has a drug problem. You know, especially lean is different than smoking weed, and weed can sometimes become addictive from some people. I mean, they used to say it used to make Tupac like loco. You know what I'm saying? You gotta understand drugs has different effect on somebody. You know, just like laundry detergent. Some people can't use Tide because it make them itch. So you gotta understand some of the reactions that people have is different from when you do drugs. Somebody might, be able to do cocaine and they get an energy boost and they turn into a workaholic. You got some people that do cocaine and, might probably go to sleep. You got some people that smoke weed, go to sleep. You got some people that smoke weed and I could be at the gym and they work out like regular people, and that's the only way they can function. You know what I'm saying? You got some people that got to get high to go to work. Me personally, I don't smoke. I don't do none of that. You know what I'm saying? I socially drink here and there, but I can go without. But that's just me personally. I'm not in, stressful, situations. Everybody turning something different, especially when you in a high collision contact sport like, football. You got to understand players need releases, bro. Some guys, go to drinking. Some guys go to doing drugs. Some guys, go to sports therapy. Some guys stretch. Some guys do yoga. Some guys go into the, the hot room or the sauna. Some people deal with it different ways. So, but I'm not sure if he got, I don't know. I'm not going to say I do or don't. I don't believe so. But, some of the things I was reading about him, because I ain't really broke nobody down yet, and that rule will be coming after the combine. I don't really think I'm going to do a free agent spotlight this year neither, because nobody really watch it, so I won't do it. I'll just talk about some guys, just talk about some guys. But, I was reading like he's good at anticipating throws, and some of the things that he's good at, accuracy down the field, and I say he could work with. Physically, he good. He's just getting them going through progressions, reading defenses, breaking defenses down, how far away he from that, then getting used to the speed in the NFL. And I talk about sideline to sideline. I'm talking about how them windows close in the NFL, how you got to make tight throws. And obviously it'd be an ideal situation, but it'd be an ideal situation, bro. He can brush up on those skills. And if, Jared Goff is still playing at a high level, you showcase him and you flip him. New England used to do it all the time. But Um, but like I said before, obviously Brad Holmes not gonna get on there and lie. He not gonna get on there and tell the truth neither. Why would he? Why would he say, well, I'm not looking at quarterback. We do some dumb shit like Matt Patricia and them, or we committed to 100% to Jared Goff, now guess what? I know he ain't taking no quarterback unless they trade. So now instead of me, possibly want to trade up with Detroit, you know what I'm saying? Or whatever it may be, or worrying about Detroit taking a quarterback. Now I don't have to worry about giving them a sweet deal, to get in front of them or get their spot to get a quarterback. Now I can sit and wait. I know they're not going quarterback. So the number one thing as a GM around this time is just, try to keep as much close to the vest as you can. And I like him wearing the villain shirt, and that's what you got to come in a draft with. You got to come in, you got to be the villain. You got to, you got to be able to finesse dudes and trades like they said they did in Minnesota last year. You got to be able to, you got to be able to be a villain and get players that fit your mold. So it's something that they going to keep eternal with him, saying he wearing that. It's a mantra that they got, and he said he going to kind of keep the reason eternal. But yeah, you want to be villains around this time of year. But, moving forward, cool. I think that's the thing to do. You want to go out there, get a young quarterback, developing them, hone his skills, and see where you're at in a year or two. And Nate Sudfeld, he didn't have to do much, but God forbid if you build a team, especially with the NFC being wide open, possibly you build a team and Goff go down and you need to win a game or you need somebody to keep you afloat. You know what I'm saying? You need somebody behind them. So, but yeah, I like the prospect of taking a quarterback, one of those picks, trading. You think about it, you could take a quarterback. Let's say he do fall to 18 in a miracle. You could take him at 18, which I don't think he will. There's too many quarterback hungry teams there. And then you can take one of your second round picks or a couple of picks or assets and get back in the first round and still end up with a Christian Gonzalez if you want to, or end up with a corner you really like, the guy from Illinois, and end up with a Bijan Robinson, or you could wait later and get a Zach Charbonnet or another corner with the second round picks that you got. So, they're in a position where they can continue to marinate and still compete, and they're in a position where they can hit the pedal. But you can't never forget about the future. And you can never forget about the quarterback position. You always got to be looking to upgrade. If it's the backup, the third string, even if Sudfeld remain the backup quarterback, you need somebody where you can really, have a future there, bro. You know what I'm saying? So he give you a dynamic. Would I use him as a runner, some packages? No, I would just let him learn. I would let him learn and physically remain intact. And like I said, if I got Bryce Young, I would really want to throw Bryce Young out there. I want to kind of build up Bryce Young's physical strength before I throw him out there. And that could happen over a summer. It's one of the receivers, in the NFL, whatever he was, he gained some weight, put some muscle on. He been working since the college football season. So it can happen that quick, especially when you got all the resources that you need. So, but yeah, at the end of the day, if it's Hendon Hooker, if it's the Tanner McKee guy, if it's, Bryce Young, if it's CJ Stroud, if it's Will Levis, I think it's a great position. To let these dudes sit here and learn mechanics from Brunell, footwork, learn how them holes close and practice real quick and just continue to get better. Aaron Rodgers waited. He was better for it. Who else sat there and waited? Kirk Cousins waited a minute. He was better for it. There was somebody that just sat and waited and he became better for it. Lamar waited a minute. He became better for it. So, yeah, sit there and learn. You don't have to keep throwing these dudes out there because you think they're ready. Let them learn. And obviously the competitor in them, they want to go out there and play. They want to go out there and learn by trial, by fire. But let them go out there. Let them go out there and learn. Sit back and learn. And see what the National Football League all about. Because there's no point in putting a kid out there and he go get beat up like Troy Aikman did. He go get beat up like Troy Aikman did, and then you knocking years off his career. Learn play from the pocket. Learn how to transition, with your footwork and how not to pat the ball and where your arm and shoulder placements got to be and how the offense work. It's a lot of things that you got to learn. Imagine if Joe Burrow kind of got the weight a little bit you know, probably would have put years on his career getting beat up and shit, you know, behind that Cincinnati line. But like I said before, a lot of people like Jared Goff. You want to see what, like Brad Holmes say, what he do in year 2 with Ben Johnson. Most people think with another year in offense, it's going to get better. Not necessarily don't happen that way. The NFL tends to catch up to you fast, so it's going to be interesting to see what Ben Johnson got in the fold. To, you know, and he always came with something different this year, and what him and Goff can do. Goff don't really limit you only in the run game, but Goff, he's a great guy to learn to from. Goff, arm talent wise, you know, especially in that dome, ain't nothing off limits. From, you know, goal post to goal post, from sideline to sideline, anywhere in between there. His arm talent is good. Intermediate is good. Short is good. Deep is good. Outside the hashes is good. Going deep in a straight line. So he covers every point of the field. And like I say, when Goff get hot, it ain't like Stafford. Stafford stay hot for a minute. You know what I'm saying? And then he taper off, or he get hot to finish the game strong. The thing with Jared Goff, when he get hot, he hot. You know, it's just a wrap. He gonna be hot for the rest of the game. So when he get in the rhythm, he in the rhythm. So if it's, you know, he starting off in a good rhythm, you know what I'm saying, he getting that groove, you know. But like I said, it's time for it's time to start thinking. You know, until Brad Holmes sit there or win something with Jared Goff, or until he draft a quarterback, that's when his rebuild really start kind of like, that's kind of when his clock starts still happening. So, but yeah, you know, like I said before, is that a great endorsement for Jared Goff? No. That don't mean Goff gonna be here, Lamar not, or Goff gonna be here and Aaron not, or whoever it may be. I don't know. More likely he will be, but show him the cash, show him a contract, and it don't mean they can't pay him and still draft the quarterback. So it's gonna be interesting. But hey, let me know what you girls and guys think. Thumbs up the video, share the video, subscribe to the channel. Next subscribe button is the bell icon button. Check out Detroit Lions Talk playlist for more videos like this. Thumbs up the video, share the video, subscribe to the channel. Next subscribe button is the bell icon button. Hit all notifications, increase your chance, get notifications. We go live or drop video. Financially, want to support the channel, Cash App, $CJ Good 313. Venmo, CJ Good 313. PayPal link in the description. Check out Detroit Lions Talk playlist for more videos like this. Peace.